Unit 2, Lesson 10. Informational text. Genre. Informational texts give facts about topic. A diagram shows how something works. Labels pointed out important parts of a diagram. Splash. Photography. Smile. How could you take a picture of a fish swimming underwater? You would have to use special equipment or tools. People use underwater photography or taking pictures for different reasons. A scientist might want to learn more about sharks. Some people like it just because they think it is fun. Underwater dress. To take pictures in deep water, a photographer uses a scuba tank or air tank to breathe. An underwater photographer also must take lessons to use a scuba tank. An underwater photographer also wears a mask and swim fins. It is a good idea to wear a rubber suit called a wetsuit. These suits help to keep a person warm and safe from stinging animals. Using the right tools. An underwater photographer uses a special camera to take pictures. The camera is made to keep out water. There are other helpful tools too. Some tools can be used to light up a dark place. Other tools help to get a closer look at a fish swimming by. Camera. A special camera is used underwater. Scuba tank. This tank holds the air for breathing underwater. Wetsuit. This suit keeps a photographer safe and warm. Swim fins. A photographer wears fins to swim better. Compare texts. Text to text. Compare and contrast. Both selections you read are about the ocean. Think about what you learned in each selection. How are the selections the same? How are they different? Discuss your ideas with a partner. Text to self. Think about jobs. Would you rather write about ocean animals or take pictures of them? Tell why using examples from both selections. Text to world. Connect to science. Choose an ocean animal that you read about or saw in Jellies or Splash photography. Use one or two sources to look up information about the animal. Share your facts with a partner. Grammar. Verbs in the present, past, and future. Some verbs name actions that are happening now or in the present. Some verbs name actions that happened before or in the past. Other verbs name actions that will happen later or in the future. Present. The jellies float. Past. The jellies floated. Future. The jellies will float. We watched them. We watched them. We will watch them. Try this. Work with a partner. Read the sentences aloud. Tell whether the action is happening in the present, in the past, or in the future. 1. I like ocean animals. 2. Shelley enjoyed the waves. 3. The jellies swim all around. 4. We will visit the zoo tomorrow. When you write, make sure your verbs tell about the same time. Your writing will be easier to understand. Incorrect. We played at the beach yesterday. We will jump in the waves yesterday. Correct. We played at the beach yesterday. We jumped in the waves yesterday. Connect grammar to writing. When you revise your instructions, be sure all of your verbs tell about the same time. Informative writing. Word choice. It is easier for readers to follow instructions if the steps are clear. Choose words that tell your readers exactly what to do. Alexa wrote instructions for how to make a bird feeder. Later, Alexa revised her instructions and added exact words. Revised draft. You can make an easy bird feeder. You will need a pine cone, peanut butter, bird seed, a spoon, a plate, and a string. First, cut a long piece of string. Tie one end of the string to the top of the pine cone. Writing process checklist. Revise. Are my steps in order? Did I use time order words such as first, next, and finally? Did I use exact words to make my steps clear? Did I tell my readers what to do with what they made? Final copy. How to make a bird feeder by Alexa Saperstein. You can make any easy bird feeder. You will need a pine cone, peanut butter, bird seed, a spoon, a plate, and string. First, cut a long piece of string. Tie one end of the string to the top of the pine cone. Next, scoop some peanut butter with the spoon and spread it all over the pine cone. Then, pour some birdseed on the plate. Roll the pine cone in the birdseed. Finally, hang your bird feeder outside. Reading as a writer. Which exact words did Alexa add to make her steps clearer? Where can you add exact words to your own instructions? I added exact words to make my instructions clearer. Reading complex text. Read snow day and tornado. As you read, stop and answer each question using text evidence. Snow day. It was Friday morning and Katie was still asleep. Suddenly, she felt her sister jump onto her bed. Katie groaned as she looked at the clock. It was too early to wake up for school. Get up, said Mary. You have to see this. 1. What clues does the picture give you about when and where this story takes place? Katie got up and looked outside at the front lawn. There was a lot of snow, and it was still snowing. The girls had seen a few snowflakes before, but this was unusual. The whole yard was covered in a blanket of white snow. Let's make a snowman before school, Katie shouted. They jumped up and ran to their parents' room. It snowed last night. Can we make a snowman? They asked. Yes, said Mom, but you have to hurry or you will be late for the bus. The girls ran outside and got to work right away building their snowman. That's the best snowman I've ever seen, Mom said after the girls finished. They smiled proudly at their work as they all walked back inside. 2. How are Katie's actions different at the beginning of the story than her actions at the middle and the end of the story? Tornado. Last summer we had a scary surprise. It There was a hot, humid night in June. It looked as if there would be a thunderstorm. Suddenly the sky turned yellow. Then we heard a strange sound. It sounded like a train. "A tornado is coming," my dad said. My whole family ran down to the basement. We pulled an old mattress on top of us to protect us in case anything fell. We could hear the wind blowing and things hitting the house. We were happy when it was over. As we climbed the stairs, we felt anxious because we were about to find out what had happened. 3. What does the family do when they know the tornado is coming? Do they seem prepared? Use examples from the story to answer. Our house was fine, but there were branches and leaves everywhere. We had no power in our neighborhood. Our neighbors had lost part of their roof. Dad said calmly, "We have some cleanup to do, but at least no one was hurt." 4. How does Dad act at the end of the story? What does this tell you about him?